Right, so we are making monster hands out of latex dishwashing gloves. Yes, it is so cheap and very effective. And I'm starting out stuffing every finger with paper towels and the whole palm of the hand and partially up the wrist because, you know, the other half will be up underneath the clothing or the costume. So once we do that, and Keenan did help me, and it's just me doing voiceover tonight. So we glue on with gel super glue false tips for your fingernails, and it's amazing how well it sticks. This is a project we actually did in special effects makeup school. I don't think Keenan put false tips on, but I did, and I just remember them sticking very, very well. So I thought I would do that again. And these hands are going with my witch mask that I made. And Callie loves to try and do crafts with us. Well, or take a nap. Oh, she likes the nails too. All right, now we have laying around the house some old oatmeal. You want to make sure you use the oatmeal that doesn't have any sugar in it or anything. Usually the whole rolled oats is what you may want to get. And then we mix that with latex. Do like equal parts. And so, and you just want to lay it on to just, make it look yucky and bumpy. It doesn't have to be perfect. It can be random. There's no right or wrong way to do this. Just trying to create some texture. I was trying to roll up little pieces of paper towel dipped in liquid latex. I said latex. Latex. I wasn't liking how it turned out, and Keenan's like, well, you should do it like this. Because I wanted her to look like she had sort of arthritis hands. But anyway, the gloves have to absolutely be latex because latex attaches excellent to latex. I mean, you cannot peel it apart. It's very, very sticky, and if you're allergic to latex, this is definitely, a project that you don't want to do. Yeah, so I liked Keenan's knuckles better. So I ripped all mine off. He was like, you should do them this way. I'm like, yeah, you're right. So thank you, Keenan, even though he's not here right now. And if you do plan to work with latex, blow dryers are excellent. They really help speed up the process. Latex does dry pretty quickly. I did leave it dry overnight before I painted them today. And I know currently it's very hard to visualize that these actually may look okay. But that's like with anything that you make. At first you're like, oh man, this might look awful, but I was, pleasantly surprised by it. Good teamwork on this one. So on top of everything, I cut out a hand-shaped piece out of paper towel, and I'm gonna lay it over what we did to create old wrinkly skin. And I crush it up to kind of help create like pre-made wrinkles. So it's a pretty cool, easy technique. So here I am just pouring some fresh latex, and I'm going to tap the liquid latex into the paper towel, onto the glove. I don't know if you've ever tapped fiberglass, but sort of the similar technique. And you can already see the shape taking place, the big knuckles. It's pretty cool. One thing you want to be careful with when it comes to latex is once it's dry, if it even, like, the fingers touch each other, it will stick together, especially after you mix up Pax paint, which was created by Dick Smith. He used half Pros-Aide, medical Pros-Aide, and half acrylic paints. This stuff is so sticky. But yeah, if that also touches each other, it won't come apart. So basically, when you are done with your project, you should use clear photo setting powder, because that will prevent it from sticking to itself, and it makes it nice and soft, and like how the gloves come in the bag and how they feel, that's how it feels after you've powdered any project you're using latex with or Pax paint. But Dick Smith, he did the makeup for The Exorcist. He was a brilliant man. And it's pretty cool to be using one of his special effects secrets. And I'm trying to cover the yellow as much as possible. There were like little tiny nooks and crannies where I just couldn't get to it. But, I mean, it's not going to show up. So, you know, you can just kind of sloppily paint it if you want. But you see how that oatmeal and all that yuck underneath that layer of paper towel, it just, you know, almost creates like age spots naturally. It's pretty fun. So here I have pan pastels, and I have a MAC makeup eyeshadow palette, and that is what I'm going to use to paint the veins, the age spots, to bring out the wrinkles and all those details. And I like using powders to paint because it's going to set the sticky part in that area. And it makes it also look like airbrushed. It's a little softer and less harsh. Sorry, I had to get a different brush. So here I'm just trying to create wrinkles on the knuckles, age spots. I'm just using the same color. I guess to contour. So that is the see-through setting powder for makeup, and I absolutely love it. I got it off Amazon. It's pretty cheap and it's very effective, and there's a lot of it too. I would always get these like tiny hockey pucks from Walgreens, and I'm just like, ugh, I would run out of it so quick. And I didn't really do any detailing on the other on the underside. I just wanted to get rid of the yellow. I mean, maybe I should have painted detail, but you know, I'm just I guess I'm cutting corners a little bit. But I mean, I could always go back and add that if I wanted to. That's the cool thing about latex is, you know, you can go over with latex again over the powder, and then you just repowder it when you're done. So I'm using brown nail polish and yellow, and I'm using a cosmetic sponge to kind of create an ombre effect from dark to light, just to make her look yucky. I guess it kind of looks like she smokes a lot of cigarettes. Or hanging over her bubbling cauldron. And now we just pull out all the paper towels once everything is dry. And look at that. Lots of movement. It's stretchy still. It's not sticking to itself. Look at those nails. All right, well, I hope you all enjoyed this video, a cheap way to make your own monster gloves. I had a blast making it, and sorry we didn't have an intro this weekend. It's just been super busy, but please like, comment, share, subscribe, and I hope that you all have a wonderful week.